And good morning, everybody. Silas back today on this beautiful day. I am headed to an auction. This auction is actually only a few miles from where I did that Studebaker cleanup, so it's not very far away from home. I know there's a few old vehicles there, there's some old tractors there, rows and rows and rows of parts and farm equipment and who knows what else. They're going to be running 2 rings all day long. My buddy Skyler's going to be here as well, so hopefully if there's anything I can't be there to bid on, he can bid on it in case I'm at the other ring, and I can do the same for him. But it's probably going to be a pretty crazy day. I don't know exactly what else here, and I always say this, but I really mean it this time. I don't want to buy too much. Yesterday I was out kind of doing a basic inventory, and I already have so much stuff, and I've got tons of cars with tons of good parts that I never have time to pull anyway. People probably watch my videos and they say, Silas, I ask you all the time if I can buy parts off a car, and you tell me you don't have time, and then now here you are going out to buy more stuff. So basically, unless it's a really good deal, it's almost a guaranteed big money maker, I'm probably not going to mess with it. I mainly just want to go and film the auction for you guys, and then there's those vehicles, there's a couple of those I really want to bid on, and we'll just see what else is there. I'll see you guys here in just a second. And we made it. This is Tractor Haven here. He was a big time tractor collector. Oh, what in the world is this? Right out the gate we got something cool. A little crawler of some sort. This is kind of neat. That's really neat. Huh. Pretty fascinating stuff. And then check out this old walk behind tractor. Got a magneto on it. It's not a David Bradley, but I'm not sure what that is. It's neat though. Tons of tractors. Farmall, more farmall. Be interesting to see what these go for. There's some pretty good ones here, like this. These little tiny ones, I know these things usually do pretty good. Ones like that there, I'll just go for scrap. Interesting old cab. Bunches of farm equipment back through the trees. All sorts of tires. Tons of scrap everywhere. Lots of scrap here, but it's gonna be a nightmare for whoever buys it. Morning, how you doing?
Pretty good.
I would not want to try to get a skid steer in here and clean this place up. There we go. Dentist chair or doctor chair of some sort. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Silas?
Good.
A lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, a lot of stuff. Check out this wrought iron. That's pretty sweet stuff right there. I really dig that. Tons of trailers full of stuff, but honestly, I'm probably going to be out back bidding on stuff, so I probably won't be able to bid on what's on the trailers, but we'll check them out here in a second. I'm going to get a number before we go too far though. Never mind, they're not ready yet. So we'll check out the trailers. Man, look at all this stuff. Tractor parts galore. Radiators, carburetors, covers, exhaust, starters, generators, grills and more grills, PTO covers, fenders. I'd love to bid on these grills, but like I say, it just kind of depends on where the rings are at today. Those aren't the #1 priority. Tools, miscellaneous. These old parts bins are neat. That's kind of neat how it's inside a enclosed deal. Never seen one quite like that before. Carburetors, lots and lots of good eBay stuff here, but magnetos, but we'll see. Some light shades. Pretty good ones here. A few good ones anyway. I think this one's a good one. That's more common. That's a pretty good one. I guess we'll do this one first. Some anvils. What's this? That's pretty nice. I like that. Oh, it's broken. That's a bummer. These old Mallory's usually do pretty good for me, but that in there's kind of on the junky side. One time a guy hauled me an Astro van, cleaned out his dad's garage, and he just chucked it clear full, and there's probably 5 of those in there. 2 or 3 hit and miss engines, old Maytag engines. It was pretty wild. I got probably $5,000 or $6,000 worth of stuff out of that van. Losing my voice. But yeah, anyway, I didn't know the stuff was in there when I bought it. I just bought it for scrap. I think I gave $300 or $400 for the whole van. Don't get that lucky all the time, but every now and then you do. A few more grills. Some interesting trucks. I've never seen one quite like that with the bucket on the front. I've got several of these, but not with the bucket. The problem with these trailers is these are going to take forever in a day. What's this truck bed? It's got a interesting tailgate on it. I don't know what this is. I'm not sure. Almost looks like a Studebaker maybe. Not sure. But anyway, these trailers are going to take forever, and there's maybe 1 or 2 things on each trailer that I would be interested in. So you're going to do a whole lot of standing, and then somebody else might be standing there for that exact same thing. And there's not a whole lot of good film, I don't know what to say, stuff to film when you're doing these trailers. And so I probably, unless there's just nothing else going on, probably won't film the trailers, probably won't bid on anything on the trailers. Plus there's tons of collectors here, so a lot of these good tractor parts are going to go high anyway. Check out this manure spreader gear. I've got a few of those still. I used to sell those things on eBay for huge money. Back when gears were really hot, I was selling those things for hundreds of dollars and shipping them all over the country. That was a pretty good deal back then. Go out and buy a manure spreader for 50 bucks at an auction, pull the gear off and scrap the rest. Did pretty good at it. This looks like just all old farm equipment. There's some decent pieces in here though. A lot of scrap here. I'm curious which of the scrap buyers are going to be here. If it's the ones I like, I won't bid on the stuff. If it's the ones I don't like, I'm going to run them up. Road graders. I've still got that gigantic one. It's like 30 feet long. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. All right, here's a manure spreader. Speak of the devil. Yeah, see, this one doesn't have the big gear on it. That big gear would be bolted right behind the wheel on a little bit older manure spreaders. This one isn't as old. Oh, here's one. Okay, so this does have a big gear. I thought it should. It's not as big and it's not as neat, but you can see it down in here. That's how they work, is these turn, and it turns some other stuff and chains and gears and pulleys, and it makes this conveyor belt right here go. And as it shoves the manure that's in here, it's piled up, and it shoves the bottom layer back to here, and then all this stuff catches it, and it kind of just flings it all over the place behind it and just kind of spreads it out in a nice layer. That way you fertilize the ground, and then you come behind it with a plow. I don't see any of the plow like you would use, but anyway, you'd plow it under and it would fertilize the ground. Some of your hobby farmers still use them, but anymore they just pump the ground full of chemicals. As to whether or not those chemicals are bad for you, I don't know. We're not going to get into that today. These are neat here. I've sold these before on eBay as well. Okay, I've said neat too many times. I'll stop right now. I'll try anyway. So much neat stuff though. Oh, I think they're giving out numbers. Let's go get a number and we'll go check out some more stuff. This is probably only half of the stuff here. Right. Now here's what I came here today for, is these 2 vehicles right here. This old Plymouth coupe. That's even got the spare tire cover. It's kind of missing some pieces. Last on the road in 1952. It's pretty complete though. I've had one of these once before, but it wasn't nearly this nice. It's a lot rougher than this. Check out the old ship. I can't believe that's not busted worse than it is. Yeah, this car is pretty well complete down to the hubcaps. Original wheels. Just missing a few little tiny pieces here and there. Then next up, We have a Diamond T. Unfortunately, this one is missing the hood, it looks like. Unless it's laying around somewhere. I don't see it. Well, maybe back there. It looks like part of it's back there, but it's still missing some of it. '37 Diamond T. Yeah, I really like this truck. And it's a pickup too. I mean, it's a big pickup. Got a little bit of rust in it, but you just don't see these hardly ever. Oh, there it is right there. It's just laying sideways with the radiator. Okay, so it is complete. It's a little bit on the rough side. Hood ornament's broken. Yeah, and there's the hood panels down there. So I guess it is complete. We'll see. More than likely that's going to go too high for me, but we're going to bid on it anyway, or at least film it selling. Same goes for both of them. And then this one here, this is my this is my safe bet that makes it worth coming to the auction, because more than likely that one's going home with me. You never know, but the last sale they had here a couple weeks ago, they had 2 of these trucks, a 1 ton just like this, and then a big 1.5 ton. And they sold for like $300 or $400 a piece to the scrap buyers. Slay. We don't get enough snow to use those anymore.
No, we'd have to put wheels on it.
Yeah. One of these. I've got a little bit bigger version of one of these. BF Goodrich, Schwinn built.
I've only been able to find 2.
Some tricycles. Speedy.
Hey, John, did you have to see the tractor?
And a Cushman. And more stuff. International tailgate. Speaking of Maytags, yeah, there's one Maytag, a couple Maytags, some David Bradleys, looks like some Briggs and Strattons. Anymore though, shipping has gotten so outrageous that I don't even bid on this stuff just because you can't hardly ship it. You used to be able to ship a Maytag like that there, you'd pull the kickstart off of it and wire it to the top of it. You could ship that anywhere in the country for 25 bucks. Now I probably couldn't ship that to my next door neighbor for that. Some more parts bins. Plus the Maytag thing has really slowed down. I mean, a rusty twin cylinder like that down there, I mean, even more rough ones like that there would bring 100, 150 bucks. Nice ones would bring 250, and now nice ones sell for 100, 125, something like that. Rusty ones you're looking at 50 bucks. So the market has definitely slowed down on those. Of course, right now the market's slowing just about everything. They were telling me when I got my number that they might go ahead and decide to do 3 rings once they get going, if it's not going very fast, because those trailers, that's probably going to be an all-day ring by itself. And then this stuff out here is going to take forever to go through as well. And there's stuff inside the buildings. There's all the tractors and farm equipment. More fenders, running boards, some Ford headlights. Wheel weights, good heavy scrap iron. Of course, we got to check inside the building. Another tricycle, couple tricycles. I don't see anything in here. Not sure what that tool is. If you know what that is, let me know. Can't quite figure it out. We haven't even looked in the big building yet. We'll go over there as soon as we're done with all this. Some window awnings. They're not in too bad a shape. Those are nice small ones too. I might, if I'm around, I might bid on those. That sink, check that corner sink out. That's pretty awesome. It's a little on the rough side, but it's not like broken to pieces broken. Some ride-on cars. Those two aren't that old, but that's pretty old. Old pedal car. Wooden chairs, household stuff, old wrought iron bed.
Oh, yeah, I seen that. I seen that laying there.
Bunches of walk behinds.
That actually fits on here?
Yeah. And, I used to have one. Because I figured it was in solid tires.
Nothing to need there. Looks like a partial tractor back here in the trees. My uncle actually knew the guy that owned this place, and he tried to buy this stuff for years, and the guy says, nope, so my wife will have an auction when I'm dead. And that's what happened. These are neat. You put these around trees, that way the tree has room to grow and the ground can still get water around the tree, instead of pouring concrete around it or whatever, because that tree will just bust the concrete out. But there's only 3 of them. I wish it was 4, but those are really heavy. I don't know if I'd want to buy those or not. I don't want to load them. More tractor parts, more farm equipment all down this back row. Nothing exciting, looks like just scrap. And a bunch more tractors, bunches of little ones. Check out this Shaw do-all. That's a museum piece there. Road grater. We had an Oliver one of these one time. Tried forever to sell that thing and couldn't find anybody that wanted it for $1,000, so we scrapped it. I think we got $800 out of it. This one here's a pretty big one. I bet it would bring $1,000 just for scrap. It'd be interesting to see what it sells for. Ones like this, honestly, probably just gonna go for scrap price. $200-300 a piece. Maybe not though, we'll see.
I know, that's...
Oh, here's some Avery stuff.
Well,
You never see Averys around here hardly.
Not for me. No. You don't need more stuff?
We'll go down this road, then we'll go in the building. Some of these are pretty nice. Not some others, not so much. I like these little bees. Manuals. What is this? I don't know. Oh, wow. That is awesome. Never seen one like that before. I've got one of these. These come off an old wooden, basically like a thrasher or a combine type deal. I don't know what you'd really call it. But you'd ride on that, and the horses would pull the rest of it. I think it took like 6 guys to run one of these machines. It's a good sign. Jack seeds. Nice Conoco. That's a real nice Conoco there. Still pretty presentable. Somebody's cut a hole up there at the top, but compared to a lot of them, it's very presentable. It's interesting. Huh. Old boat engine. Yeah, so not a whole lot in here I'd be interested in. Probably that parts bin back there, but I'm sure it's going to go high. What in the world are these? No clue. I guess there's bunches of antiques up in the lofts in this building, and there's more stuff in the other buildings, but they're going to have another sale this fall for that stuff. There's just too much stuff for one sale for it all. Me personally, I think I would have done a 2-day sale, like a Friday, Saturday. Oh, look at this. Sun motor tester. I've got one of these. Oh, it's broken. Just this top piece is worth more than the whole rest of it put together. I've had a million people offer me a couple $100 for my top piece, but it's mine's mint. My whole thing's mint. But nobody wants the rest of it. All they want is just that one piece, which is understandable. I mean, that's a really neat piece, even with that broken. And I think that's just about everything. I guess I'm going to kind of get a game plan of where everything's at that I want to bid on, and that way I can have other people bid if needed. And then we'll go from there, and whenever the auction starts, I'll see you guys back here. I don't know where Skylar's at. He's not here yet. But I guess they're going to start one ring back here somewhere in this area, and then one ring on the trailers. And the ring on the trailers is going to do those until they're done with that. And then the ring back here is going to do all this. And they're going to try to, once this stuff is done and the trailer's done, they're going to try to join together. They're going to start down here, I guess, come through the vehicles, and then go to the tractors, do all the tractors, and then do the scrap iron out back last. So I'm guessing trailers will be one ring, and then they'll have a ring back here. As far as the building, they weren't sure if they were going to do that as one ring or if that was going to be a two-ring deal. Oh, what's this? Didn't even see this before.
$2, but you get $4, never to get 2 for it. At $4, never to go $2, never to get $2 bill, $2, never to get 2. At 2, but you get $2 bill for all these items right here. 3, ain't 2, but you get $3 bill.
Found a pair of V8 hubcaps right there. The hubcaps right there. $10 out here. Sell a pair. $10. $10. Up here at 12.5. 10, 12.5. $15. 17.5. 17, 15, 22.5. And never did up here at 22.50. I'm gonna do it at 20 there. 2.5. Now 5. 27.5. 27.50. I'm gonna do it at 25. 7.50. I'm gonna do it up here at 25. I'm gonna do it up here at 7.5. Sold $25. 114. $25 buyer. 114. Ratchet straps.
On the co-op or the old oil can. 25 here, down at 25. At 25, we get $5. Here we go, down, but $2, $10. Here we go, 10. So it's 750, 114. 2 times the money. Goodbye there. How many dollars want to get for them?
We have got I'm going to call it a Christmas tree stand. I'm a $75 on this deal. Hit him a 75. Yeah, it meat hooks on it. I think it's a display rack.
Look perfect above your bar to put your pots in.
Yeah, put your pots and pans on right above your island in the middle of the kitchen. $75 on this deal. Hit him a 75 here, now 10, 15. He'd be $15 on him. Hit him a 10 here, now 15, $15, 12, 50, 15, 20, now 5, 30. He'd be 5 here, now 35, 40, 45, 55, 65. Hit him a 65 here, now 65. Hit him a 55 here, now 60. Hit him a 60 bomber, now 50, 60, now 5, 70. Hit him a 75, 85. So $75, 114. International tailgate, hit him 100, hit him 100, 25 or not 30, now 5, 45, 55, 65 or not 75, 85 and 100, hit him 130, bomber not 20, 30, bomber not 30, 40, hit him 140, hit him 140, 50, hit him 150, bomber not 150, now 75 or not 75, sold, $150 on him, number 217. Hit him 4 here, now 4, hit him 250, now 3, hit him 3 here, now 100 and a half, now 2, hit him 150, now 2 here, now $200 on him, 175. Hit me 175, now 2, hit me $200 down quarter, hit me 2 and a quarter, hit me quarter, hit me 225, where's you at? Now half, hit me 250, bomber, now 250, hit me 275, hit me 75, where you at 3, hit me 3 here, now quarter, hit me 3 and a quarter, bomber, now half, hit me 350, bomber, now 350, hit me 75, hit me 375, where you, hit me 75 here, now 75, hit me 375, water, hit me 3 and a half here, now 75, sold $350, 158. Sold $100 a piece. You want both of them? Hit them at 25, around 30, around 10, 15, hit them 15, 20, now 5, 25, around 30. Sold $50 right there. You got her partner, 177. Hit them at 30, bomber, now way in the back, $25 on him right there, 212. 212. I tell you what, guys, we are going to give you choice on this table only, not on that deal. Choice by the box, whichever you like. There's some good ones. $75 a box. Nibble 75. Here's a hummingbird. Hit him at 75. Here's now 10, 15. Hit him at 20. Now 5. Now 30. Now 5. 45. 55. Hit him at 65. Here's now 75. Here's now 75. 85. Hit him at 85. Here's now 75. 85. Hit him at $85 on it for you. Hit him at 85. Sold $75. 114. Takes one deal. He's going to take the car emblems. You got her on him right there. Another choice. It'll be 20 right there. It'll be 20, bomber, now 5, 10. It'll be 5 here, now 10, 15, 20, now 5. It'll be 25 here, now 5. It'll be 30. It'll be 30, now 5. It'll be 35 here, now 35, 40. It'll be 40, 45 here, now 45. Where you 50? It'll be 50, now 5. It'll be 55 here, now 55. Sold $50, 114. 2 boxes. Yeah, he's taking the 2 boxes. It'll be 4 here, not 3, 4. You want her? It'll be $4 sold. $3, 114 on that deal. You choice out of here. We'll do your choice. $75 a piece. It'll be 75 here, not 10, 15. Good one. It'll be 20 bomber, now 120. It'll be 120 bomber, now sold. $110, David, right there. Your number today is 270. And which one and how many? This one and this one? Yeah. 2 of them. It'll be 12 here, now 10 and 12. Sold $10, 114. 2 of them.
He's
Actually,
gonna
I'll do 3.
3 of them.
The three.
He's going to take the 3 in the middle.
Yeah.
We're going to sell you the balance. There, bolt pin right there.
Old time bolt pin. Somebody get a $10 bid.
Nice one.
Get a 10, now 15, 17, now 20, 20, now 5, now 25, now 30, 30, give me 30, now 5, now 40, now 50, give me $50, now 60, now 70, $70, now 80, now 90, give me $100, now 10 and a quarter, 125, now 100 and a half, give me 100 and a half, now 175, now 2, 2 to give me 200, 175, now 2, 2 to give me 175, now 2, now 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter, now $200 and a quarter, hey, 2 and a quarter, now a quarter, $200 and a quarter, $200 bid, now quarter, give me $200 bid and a quarter, 200 and a quarter, 200 and a quarter. Sold your way, $200, 167.
Hit him at 55 or not 60. Hit him at 55 or not 60. Bummer not $60. You want it? $55. You got her math. Your number today is 1, 2, 1. Hit him at 14. Bummer not 12 and 14. Sold $12. 114. 114. Which one and how many?
I'll do
Don't.
these.
There you go.
And 3.
3 of them. There you go. Hit him at 45 or not 35. 45. Sold $35. 114. 114. We got the grill. We got the fenders. We'll sell you a choice if you see any. Take 1 or 2 deals. $75 a piece. Hit him at 75 or not 20 on 5. It'll be 150. Bummer not 150. It'll be 1.5 or not 50. Bummer not 150. It'll be 100 and a half. It'll be 135. I do that. 150. It'll be 135, 50. It'll be 150. Bummer sold $135, 202. You want both of them? It'll be 60 and 5, $6 on him with you. It'll be 5 and sold $5, 114. It'll be 15, 20 sold 15 times 2. 114. We have found the throat and all the bullets. We can sell you a choice, whatever you like out of here. $35 a piece. It'll be 35 or not 5, 10. It'll be 5 or not 750. It'll be 10, 10 or not $10. It'll be 7.5 or not $8 a piece. $12.96. You want them all? We're gonna sell you the bed and the remains. All these.
Do $5 on that?
Yep. We got this little planter deal. $5, $7.50. $5, $6, $5 bill. 114.
There we go.
114.
Thank
now
you.
we're gonna sell you a good truck bed. It'll be 30 bummer now 5 or now 35, 40. It'll be 40 bummer now sold $35 on him right there. You got her 217. 217. He's gonna take the little organizer. Takes the little organizer. You got her one time, Joe. Another choice, 10, 15. It'll be 15 bummer now 5, 10. It'll be 5 or now 7.5. It'll be 7, 15, now 10, 12. It'll be 12 or now 10, 12. It'll be 12 or now 10, 12. It'll be $12 sold, $10, 1, 1, 4. 2
Times
times
2.
the money.
This
2
one.
times the money. He's gonna
This
take 2 boxes of auto parts.
There we go.
It'll be 5 or not 10 bill. It'll be 5 or not 7, 15, not 10. It'll be 10, 12. It'll be 12 or not $12. It'll be 10 or not 12 with you. It'll be 10 or not 12. It'll be $12. You want it? It'll be 10 or not 12. It'll be 12 or not 10, 12. It'll be 12 or not sold. $10 times 2, 96. 96. Hey, here's what you've been waiting on. $30 on the whole deal. It'll be 30 bummer now 5, 10. It'll be 7, 15, not 10. It'll be 12 or not 12 with you. It'll be 10 or not 12. It'll be $12. It'll be 10 or not 12. It'll be 12 or not sold. $10, 114. 114 got that deal. Window wells, we got the tanks. We're gonna sell you that deal. $30 on everything. It'll be 30 bummer now 5, 10. It'll be 5, 10, 15, 20. It'll be 20 now 5. It'll be 25 or now $5 bill. It'll be 20 now 5. It'll be 25. Give her it all back. It'll be 25. Sold $20. 114. 114 is the buyer. We have found a old porcelain sink. Get him a $30 on that deal. It'll be 30 bummer now 5, 10. It'll be $5, 7.50. It'll be 5 or now $6 on the sink only. Hit him a $6. It'll be 6 or now 5, $6, 7. It'll be 45 or now 45. Sold $40. 114. 114. We got a fuel tank, and we're gonna sell you the pair. You got her on him right there, this deal. Hit him $10. It'll be 10 here, now 12. It'll be 10 here, now 12 with you. It'll be 10 here, now 12. It'll be $12. It'll be 10 here, now 12 with you. It'll be 12 here, now 12. $10, 114. 114. Oh, that's why it took so long to set up. You were pushing that little button.
We drove it all over.
Oh, okay. Choice. 150.
It'll be $100, it'll be 25 or not 30. It'll be 30, bomber, not 25 or not 30, 40. It'll be 50, now 60, now 70, 80. It'll be 80, 90, bomber, now 100. It'll be 100, it'll be $100, now 10, now 20. It'll be 120, now 30, bomber, now 140. It'll be 140, it'll be 40, bomber, now 140, 50. It'll be 160, it'll be 160, bomber, now 150, now 60. It'll be 160, bomber, now 50, now 60, bomber, now sold. $150 a piece, 173. You want all three of them? This one right here. Alrighty, she took the little squeaker. Choice on the pedal cars, $35 a piece. It'll be 45, 55, 65, 100, now 10, 20, 150. Go ahead. It'll be 140, 50. It'll be 150. But now sold $140 a piece, and he wants the red one. Sold $140, 114. It'll be 14 bump here. Now sold $12. You got her right there. $12 bill.
266.
266, and you want how many? That one right there. Alrighty, we are going to clean house. We're going to clean house. Everything else goes. That's history. We're going to sell you this deal and that deal. One money. $20 on that deal. It'll be 20, bomber, now 5, 10, it'll be 7.50. It'll be 5 here, now $6 on him, will you? It'll be 5 here, now 6, and now 7, him on 7, now 8. It'll be 8 here, now $8.10. It'll be 10, 12, it'll be 12 here, now 10, 12, sold $10, 114. Sell you that nice car. Hey, we have found the Pepsi-Cola cooler, and it's got the money deal on the end. Here's a nice one, and I like that cord. No kid's gonna mess with it. It'll be $30 on that deal. It'll be 30, bomber, now 20, now 5. It'll be 25, now 30, 40, 50, bomber, now 50, now 60, now 80. It'll be 80, 90. It'll be $100, now quarter, half. It'll be 150, 175, 2. It'll be 3 here, now quarter. It'll be quarter, bomber, now 325, set. $300, 217, 217.
Hubcaps, Chevy hubcaps, everything one money. Somebody get $10 bid. Hit 10 now, 12 and a half. I get $10 down, 12 and a half. $10 bid now, 12 and a half. Now 17 and a half. Now 25 and a half. 5 now, 5 now, 35. Sold to you $40. 114, 114 the buyer.
Hey, what do you find for that? 2 boxes of parts right there. $5 did you get 5? $5 did you get 2? I'm gonna get 5 and now 7 and a half. $10 did you get 12 and a half? I'm gonna get $15 now 17 now 20. 2 and a half, 25, I get 25, I get 27 and a half. $80 now about 75 and 80 down 5, 85 and 90, $90 down about 90. Sold $85 on number 114, 114. Parts are air tools. $5
Check that out.
$5
That is awesome.
$5. Somebody get $5. $5 DVD go $5 debit. $5 DVD go 7 and a half. $10 but you get 10, but you get $10 but you get 10. $10 but you get 10, but you get $10 but you get $10 but you get $10 bill. Sold 750, 114, 114. How many does he want?
Just one.
Takes the gauges. Hey, put the last 2 boxes together. One money. Diamond about 2. Diamond about 2. That 2, but you get 2. Diamond man, but you get 2. That 2, diamond, but you get 2. Diamond man, but you get $2. This $1, 2, 3, diamond about 3. Diamond man, but you get $3 bill. So $2. You got him there, Morrison. Hey, everything your Brian's got there. We got a little battery pack. We got order parts. $2 for. Hey, $2 4 and $6 and $8 about me. At $8, did you get $8 man, but you get $8 man, but you get $6 now. At $6 now, $8 man, but you get $8 man, but you get $8 man, but you get $8 bill. So $6, 114. $6, 114. Going again there. Next choice there. $2, 5, 5, 5, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, $10, $10, 10, 12 and a half, 12.50. I'm not even here. 10 there, 12 and a half. I'm not even here. $10, 12 and a half. What do you about you? 10 in here, 12 and a half, 12 and a half. Sold $10. 114, 114, 3 times the money. Thank you, sir. 114 times 3. Here is a right there. What do you got there? Is that a toilet paper? $10, $10 down here, $10 down 5. I don't hear $5 in.
Yeah.
$5 off. $5, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7.50 off. There down $10, $10, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 10 there, 12 and a half. I'm not in here. 10 there, 12 and a half. I'm not in here. $15, $15, $15, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 17.50. Get over here. About you over here. 17 and a half. So $15, $15, 114, 114. He's going to take one time on that deal.
Yeah.
He's going to take a box of parts right there, going again. We're just putting the pair together. You're buying the casters, the hose, you're buying everything, all the parts and pieces there. $10 down, $2, 3, $2 down, 3, 4, and a 4, and a 4, and a here, $5 down, 5, 5 here, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, $6 down here, $6, 5, $6, $7, $7, $8 down, $10, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 10 there, 12.50. How many down here? $10 down, 12 and a half. Sold $10, 114, $10, 114 to buyers. All right, giving you choice flat up here. Choice flat, anything you want there. Choice right there. $10 a deal there. $10 down, $10, $5, $6 down here, $5, $6 down here, $5, 6. Sold $5, 114. $5, 114 takes the lamp. All right, look at those old knobs. All the old knobs right there. Everything right there. Old knobs all. How much there? $10 now, $10. $10. How many here? $5. And now $5 $7 on the money, $7.5, $7.5, $7.50, $7.50 up here, $7.5, $6 there, $9 up here, $5, $6 down, $5, $6 down here, $5, $6 down, $5, $6 down, $6 sold, $5, $114, $114, $5, thank you. Alrighty, what you find right there? Paint, spray gun, and paint sprayer and some other motor parts right there. You find everything there in $2, $1 money, $2 down, $3, $2 up there, here, $1, $2. And we'll give you a choice one time. We have these little casters or the door hardware. Take 1, 2, or 3 boxes there, $10 down, 10, $5. Sold, $5 go, $114, $5, $114, 3 times the money. Sold $5, $114, $5, $114.
75 4, him at 3, 75 here now 4, it'd be $400 on the deal, it'd be 4 here now sold, $375, 114, 114.
You about missed out. I know, I was rushing. I saw him on, I was like, oh, I better go.
$10, sir, $10. I'm already up here, $10 now, 10, 12, 10. You set a bid, sir, $10, 10, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, $15, 15, $2 down, 3, $2 down, 3, 4. I'm already up here, $4 here, I'm already up here, 3, 10, $4, I'm already up here, 4 down, 4 down, 4, I'm already up here, 3 down, 4, 3, 4, what do you say? Right there, sold, $3, 114, 5, yep, yep, 17, 20, 22 and a half, 25, 25, now 7 and a half, 27 and a half, how are you in here, 27, 50, 125, 7 and a half, 7 and a half. Sold $20, $121, $25, $121. Everything out there with little hands there, old timers they are, $5. Here we go on the money, 7 and a half, $20, 22 and a half, 2 and a half, 20 there, 2 and a half, 2 and a half. Sold $20, $114, $20.
On the motor tester, you got her on him right there. You can give that deal a whirl, Roach. You put your finger in there, it'll tell you what's wrong with you. You got it'll probably blow up. On a pretty good lot on him right there. What do you say on this deal? Give me 150. Hit him at 3 here, not 3. You're out, buddy. Hit him at 3. Sold $275 on him right there.
At 4, humming, 3, and 4, 3, 4, humming, 4, 3, 4. Sold out $3, 114. 120, now 30, 40, humming, $140 down, 140, 140, humming, 140, humming, $130, need 140. Sold out $130, 114, 114.
Yeah.
$20, sold $18, 114, 2 times the money, Joe.
Take 2 of them.
114, 2 times the money. Hog oiler. Hey, I'll tell you what, there's a good one. Hog oiler, give me 500 on that one. Give me $50, 75. Give me $100 on that deal. Hit him 90, now 5. Hit him at 95, there, no 95. $55 sold, $90, 248. Hit him a quarter, hit me quarter, now sold, $200 on him, number 59. Jack with both sides. Both sides. You got her on him right there. Give me 150. Sold 125. You got her on him right there. There's a nice one. Help yourself. You got her on him right there. 6,500. Get a $6,500 bill in the 2. Hit him $2,000. Hit him 22.5. Hit him a 35. Hit him a $4,000 bill. Hit him a 35. There now 4. Sold 3,500 under of Minnesota.
Got a nice bullpen. Before my shop, and I got
$700 on that one. 700, 100.
158 was your buy number. 158. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. No. Yes. No. 550. No. Yep. 600. Say it. 575. 75. No.
Sold $600, 114. You got her 300 on this one. They look pretty here now, $50.
No, 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 no.
$300 on you. Every 2
No.
$300 on him.
Yep.
Quarter. Give it 3 quarter. He be quarter on there, 325 with you. Give it 3 here now, quarter. He be quarter on there. Sold $300 on him, 114. These guys will be on the phone with this one here. We're going to sell you the 35 Plymouth, and it does have an engine in it, but this one here was bought by the family to put in here, but it never did go in there, so we're going to sell this deal, and then we're going to sell you that engine. That engine will fit right in here, and it'll fit yours at the house. 35 Plymouth car with a bill of sale today. She could not locate the title, so we are going to give you an antique bill of sale on the car.
You got her on him right there. How much? 8,500. Hit him at $8,500 bill. Hit him at 85. Will you? Hit him at 85,000. Thank you. Hit him at 1,500. Hit him at $1,500 on him. Will you? Hit him at 15.2. Hit him at 2. Hit him at 25. Now 3. Hit him at 3. Hit him at 35. Hit him at 500. Now 4. Hit him $4,000 on him. Will you? Hit him at 35. 4. Hit him at 45. Hit him at $4,500 on the deal. Hit him at 42.5. Now 5. Hit him at 4,500. Will you? Hit him at 4,500. Hit him at 7.5. Hit him at 47.50. Hit him at 7.5. Will you? Hit him at 45. Hit him at 7.50. Hit him at 7.5. Will you? Hit him at 45. Hit him at 7.5. $1 over. Hit him at 47.50. Hit him at 47.5. Hit him at 47.50. Hit him at 7.5. Will you? Hit him at 45. Hit him at 7.5. Hit him at 45. 600. Hit him at 4,600. Will you? Hit him at 7. Hit him at 47. Hit him at 600. Now 7. Will you? Hit him at 600. Now 7. Hit him at 4,700. Hit him at 4,700. $1 over. Hit him at 4,700. Hit him at 4,700. You want to ride here? 47. Said no. It's sold. 4,600. You got her. 130. 130. We are ready for the diamond tee. And again, you guys look up on the internet to see how many diamond tees are in the United States. Your numbers are going to be single digits. I'll tell you what, we have a 1937. 1937 diamond tee. We do have the title in hand. All righty, on a pretty good deal right here. What do you say? Pretty good line on him right here. 8,000 on that deal. One of a kind. We'll sell you this deal and then the engine. You got her right here. What do you say? On a good one right here. Hit him at 15.2. Hit him at $2,000 on him. Will you? Hit him at 15.2. Hit him at $2,000 on a good one. Hit him at 2. Hit him at 25. Hit him at $2,500 on him. Will you? Hit him at 3. Hit him at $3,000. 35. Hit him at 3,500. 2.5. Hit him at 5. Will you? Hit him at 35. Hit him at 7.5. Hit him at 37.50. Hit him at 35. Hit him at 7.5. Will you? Hit him at 37.50. Hit him at 7.6. 7. Hit him at $3,700 hit. Hit him at 3,800. Will you? Hit him at 38. How much? $800 on the deal. Hit him at 3,800. Hit him at 38. How much? $800 you want her? Hit him at 3,800. Hit him at 3,800. You do around 9. Hit him at 39. Will you? 4. Hit him at $4,000. Hit him at 39. Hit him at 4. Don't lose her. Hit him at $4,000 on the deal. Hit him at 4. Will you? Hit him at $4,000. Do her. Hit him at 39. Hit him at 4. Want her? Hit him at $4,000. Hit him at 7.5. 4. Hit him at $4,000. He left the gate wide open. Hit him at $4,000 on a good one. Hit him at 39.5. Hit him at 4. Hit him at $4,000. You want her? Hit him at $4,000.
One more time. Yeah, Morris.
Hit him at 34. 42. Hit him at 2.5. Hit him at 41. Hit him at 4,100. Hit him at $4,000. 4,100. Will you? Sold $4,000. 114. 114. Sold $200 on him. 114. Hey, we have found ourselves a Ford flatbed. That's good, buddy. That'll do her. We have a 1966. Hit him a $1,700 deal right here. Sold $1,600 on the deal. You got her. Hit him a $10 deal right here. Sold your way $300 on the deal. Where was he? Hit him a 46. Hit him a $600. Sold 4,500. 4,500. Yeah, my 62.5 about him here now. Sold her $6,000 on him right there. You got her. Now 9. Him at 900, you're out, John. Him at 850, him at 9. Him at $900 bill. You guys in back here, him at 900. Him at 8.5, here at 900. Sold $850. Walker and Company. $1,100 more. Him $1,100 due right here. $1,000. 180. Here's a McCormick. Hit him at 16. I'm here on 1,600. Sold 1,500. 158. Minnesota bound. $850, 158. Everyone to have it, but 35 here, 51 here, sold 135. 96. You got her on him right here. So you H or an M cab, and it is AC works on it. You got her on him right here. Give me $100. $90, 114, 114. All it needs is a battery. It works. It's belt driven. He drove it out here. I couldn't believe it. He said, "Oh yeah, it'll run." I thought he's pulling my leg. Anyway, he hopped on that thing and drove it out of the shed, out the back door, and drove it over here. All it needs is a battery, and you talk about a cute little deal with a bucket and a blade. Him at 22.5, him at 250, him at $2,000, him at 22.5. Sold $2,000 on the backside. You got her. Him at 350, mama, him at 350. Him at 3.5, it'll be 4, it'll be $400 on him with you. It'll be 475, it'll be 4, it'll be $400 right? Sold $475, 158. We have an Avery tractor, and here's all the accessories. We got all the accessories for this Avery tractor. You got the plow with it, on the whole ball whack, everything. You got her right here, $2,000. Hit me 4.5 here, $50 there. Hit me $450 you are. Hit me 4.5, sold $400, $221. Sold $250 on the deal. You got her right here, number 36. Sold, same way, $275. Him at 75, it'll be $400 sold. $375, same way. You got her on him right there. Trojan Utility Patrol. We got the road grader tractor, and it is a M Farmall with that road grader attachment and all. You talk about a beast. You got her on him right there. You talk about a beast. Farmall M road grader tractor. It'll be $500. Well, yeah, it'll be $500 there. I had 175. It'll be $500 water. $475, 96. Sold $15, $114.
Which one you want?
The grill. $114.
Takes the grill.
He's going to take that grill.
Takes grill.
The grill there. Does anybody want choice out of this scrap pile right here? Sold out $10, $114. $10, $114.
Take the planter boxes.
Are they together or are they two deals?
Those two are hooked.
They're one deal?
Yep, that's
They're one deal. Choice on the heavy cast iron. Aren't they
heavy cast iron grates. They are really heavy grates.
Choice on them.
Choice, take up to 3 right there, $50, 75, 50, $75, $50, 75, 75, how about 25 in a row, 25, 35, 35, 45, 45, 35 there, 40, I'm gonna up here, 35, $40 out here, $40, 35 there, you're out, John, $40, 35, 40, I'm gonna out there, 35 now, 40 now, 5, 45, 50, $50 all, 50, $50, 45 now, here now, 50, 45, 50, sold $45, 114. Three times the money, three times the money, buyer, 114. $20, 25, 20 bid, 25 now, here, $20, $20 now, time now, $30 up here, down, $20 there, 25, 20 bid, 25, $25 now, here, down, $20 now, 5, sold $20, 96, $20, 96.
Sell the black ones. We're gonna sell the black hubcaps. Hey, tell me somebody give me a $10 bid. 8 to 10, 10 now, 12 and adding me $10 bid on that 12 and a half. $10 bid now, 12 and adding me $10 bid on that 12 and a half. $10 bid now, 12 and adding me 10 now, 12 and adding me $10 bid on 12 and a half. Sold to you $10, 114, 114 is the buyer. Sold to you $10, same way, 114. $5 bid now, 7 and a half, and $5 bid on 7 and a half. Sold to you $5, same way, 114.
Sold them $10, 114. Zero.
Right here, he wants them two out of there.
Hey, gonna be right here, $100. We get $5 here, $10. $5 goes, $5 dividend goes, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half dollar bill. Sold them $5, 114, 114.
Choice on 4.
Choice on the 4 tons right there. $100, everybody gets $10 down, $15 down, $20 down, $20, everybody goes $20 down, $15, $20, $15 down, $20, $15 down, $20 down, everybody get $15 down, $20 down, everybody get $20 bill, everybody get $20 bill. Sold $15, 114, 114.
After they sold this shelf, I bought all the fishing gear from them. Some nice minnow buckets and a basket. All right, it is time to load. That there is pretty cool. It's upside down, but you flip it over and you can hang stuff off those hooks. I got to load that up. I got all those hubcaps I bought over there. That was the deal of the day. I got those dirt cheap. Did I buy anything back here? Oh, I bought 3 of these Maytag engines. I'm going to make a Will It Crush video out of these 2 here. I'll probably try to sell that one, but those 2 there, I'll probably stick them on top of something heavy and steel and crush them, see what happens. Then back here I bought the running boards, the tractor fenders, the inner fender. I got a box of stuff down there. What else did I get? Oh, I got all these cans and this seat. I got the pedal car. I could not believe what that little tiny fire department car brought. I mean, you can buy those brand new for less than what that went for. Anyway, I bought that. I got this rack back here. I got these awnings. I got this stuff over here. And I got this sink. So I'm going to try to get all my stuff that's back here gathered up. I'm going to have to bring the skid steer back next week and get those big deals down there. Got that engine and that big rack inside. I got that combine or a tractor cab. And what else did I get that was big? Oh, I bought that International Jubilee bed. That's what that was a Jubilee bed. It's kind of on the rough side, but it's got some good chrome trim, or I can chop the back of it off for art or something like that. So yeah, that's what's up. I guess we'll start loading. Oh, I think I have, yeah, I've got a box of hood ornaments down here too. I almost forgot about. Yeah, I got all these hood ornaments and some other stuff down here, so that's cool. What's in this can here, I never did show you guys what I bought, but it's clear full of, off of an old printing press, the lead blocks for different letters and different things. It'd be fun to go through there, see if there's anything cool. But okay, we're gonna start loading up. We're under a tornado watch. Hopefully it stays gone long enough for me to get home. I am quickly running out of room. I've still got some more stuff over beside the building And I've got all those boxes of stuff. I think the boxes I can stash here and there and here, and I can put some of those inside the cab if I have to. I have those 2 red McCormick grain drill boxes over there in that pile of scrap. I put them over there with those window covers and those propane tanks. I'm gonna get those next week. I say next week, I mean later this week. But I think I can get those boxes in here as long as I can get most of them. I'm gonna have to come back. I got a handful of stuff anyway, so I'm gonna bring probably the 36-foot trailer back with the skid steer, and then I can take that Diamond T and load it up at the back at the end, drive the skid steer up backwards and pull that on. So I think that's what we'll do there. I guess I'll go pay now. Let me know in the comments how much you think I spent. I don't even want to think about it. I'm guessing, my guess is, I want to say $6,700. We'll see what it comes out to. Do you have a pen I can borrow? 6,800. You remember the Studebaker cleanup that we did here a couple years ago? That's the daughter of the guy that owned that place. He still has a handful of really nice stuff, so I'm sure that's one of theirs in their personal collection. $6,863.50. So a little bit more than what I was thinking, but I was actually pretty close. Pretty good guess. Toss this stuff in here. Gotta wait for a few people to move, then I can get up there and load my boxes. Go ahead and close this up. If I would have known I was going to buy this much stuff, I would have unloaded my torch. I never dreamed I was going to buy this much. A little bit disappointed in myself, but here we are. Just some of the stuff was such good deals, I just couldn't refuse it. Like that rack right there, I mean, most people just thought that was junk. I mean, that's a $7,500 bill right there, clear full of ants. Make those awnings and, man, all sorts of good stuff in here. Well, there we go. Got pretty much everything loaded up in here. Back in my truck, like I say, I still have a few things left here. I'll have to strap that rack down. That's not going to ride like that, but I'm going to find my screwdriver and my angle grinder. There's a few things that sold for scrap. That road grater went for scrap, which it went really cheap, honestly, but I don't know how I'd load it. His telehandler's not big enough to pick that up, so he's going to have a fun challenge getting that out of here. But anyway, it had those deals on it, those tags on the front of it. If I can even find, I don't even know where my screwdriver's at. There it is, right there. But yeah, I want to pop the tags off of it. They say Trojan something or another on them. And then there was a real heavy, I guess you guys didn't see it, real heavy cast iron weight out back that has a couple neat brass tags on it. So I'm going to pop those tags off real quick. It worked out pretty good. I bought those 2 tubs that were full of balls and something else, I forget what. I didn't really want the tubs or the balls, but there was something else that came with them. And I don't remember what I gave, but a guy gave me 20 bucks for just one of the tubs. And then that's what I gave for all that fishing stuff. So it worked out good. I traded a tub that I really didn't want for some fishing stuff that I did want. And there we go, I got them. I got, this is the United States Air Compressor Company. This is off the road grater, Trojan Road Tools. And here's another United States Air Compressor Company tag. And then a couple of Trojan Utility Speed Tractor. I just cut the corners. It was taking forever to grind those gigantic rivets off on these things, and I was scuffing them up anyway. And I figured that looks pretty uniform on the corners anyway, so not a big deal. It was either that or leave them on there and send them to the shredder, so we got them. I gave him some scrap steel. It was in some piles that I bought, and so he gave me these. Good trade. I think a couple of these tractors ended up going for scrap, and then of course this one did. But most of them went to homes where they'll either be collected or used for parts at least. Most of everything back there in the back went for scrap. Most of the tractor weights went for scrap. I've got to get those tree surround pieces. I'm just doing a little tally now to figure out what all I got to get. My dad said he would come back and haul the truck for me, so I just got to bring my 36-foot trailer if I can get it back from Sean. He's still using it. I think that's everything in this area. Check out this sign. I wish I could buy this sign. That is a really unusual sign. I just can't picture seeing that in the school zone with the needle and all that on there. That is wild. Yeah, all these went for scrap. Those all go to the shredder. Most of that went for scrap. He bought a lot of iron, that's for sure. I got to get inside the building is that big rotisserie piece and that 235 and a couple kickstart engines. And I've got this engine here, of course the truck. I've got the wrought iron over here, the fence, and then I've got the truck bed back there. Oh, and there's something over here. Oh, I forgot I had some more small stuff over here too. I could probably carry that out with me now. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I bought this winch and this can. I guess I'll take the winch and put it inside by the kickstart engines, and I'll carry the can out with me. But anyway, the other piece that I have to get with the skid steer, it's big, is this tractor cab. I thought it was unusual and kind of funky, so I figured why not. Probably overpaid on it, but maybe I can make some content with it or something like that. Made a quick pit stop, got me Mountain Dew and a snack stick and a something here, I don't know, gas station food. I was gonna get me another burger at the auction because the first one I got was really good, but they closed everything down at 2 o'clock. I was kind of baffled. I guess, oh well, I've been hungry for the last probably 3 or 4 hours. But I am racing the storm home right now. These clouds are getting dark. It is getting super windy. So I've got to get home. I've got to move my trailer inside the shop. That way I can hopefully get my truck inside the shop. I put most of the boxes here in my truck with me. So there's only a few boxes in the back, and honestly it's nothing valuable. So I think actually, now that I think about it, everything would probably be fine just to leave it just like it is. I don't really have to make room in the shop. It is absolutely beautiful out though. It was so hot and humid this afternoon. It has cooled down nice. But I was kind of digging through some of this stuff for a little bit. My family's not home right now, so I figured I'd use the time to figure out what all I bought. Because, you know, when those auctions are going crazy, a lot of times I'm just bidding, taking a chance on stuff. Usually, it comes out pretty good. Like this box that had this Mallory in it. I don't remember what I gave for that Mallory, but it had this in there as well. And I mean, it wasn't much. Whatever I gave, 5, 10, 15 bucks at the most. So the Mallory, like I say, is broken and stuck, but it's still probably going to be worth, you know, at least double or triple what I paid for everything. But then there was this, and I was like, what in the world is that? And so I did a little bit of research, and what that is that's a grease gun holster that would go on an old tractor or combine. And there's a couple of these have sold on eBay for around $75. So that was a good deal. And then there was these here were in there, and I forget what I gave for those either. Just buying too much stuff. I can't remember what it all went for, but I looked these up, and these are going for pretty good money out of the box. These are in the box, but if I remember right, yeah, they're a little bit rusty from being in storage, so I don't know if the box adds any value to them or not. But still, for whatever I gave for them, I'm sure it wasn't much. I'm sure they're worth pretty good money compared to that anyway. It's got some really good deals on that stuff. I'm just going through, and it's just amazing the stuff that's in these boxes that I didn't even know. Like, you remember how I was so excited. I guess I never did show it to you guys. I bought this can, and I had to pay pretty good money to be able to get this box. I got some other good stuff too, but I really wanted this can. Well, then later on they were selling a trailer, and they had a bunch of boxes at the end of the trailer, and they said nobody bid on any of these boxes. Will somebody give $1 for all of them? And I said, yeah, sure. And I ended up giving $6 for all of them. But there was another one of these cans. I don't know where it's at. It's in here somewhere. So now I have 2 of them. So I guess I'll sell one of them. And there's another old can down there. I don't know what that is. And there's an Archer can in here somewhere. Maybe it's in the back. Plus this here. So I'll probably keep one of the what are these? Thimble drum glow fuel. Probably keep one for myself and sell the rest of them. And then I was going through all these drawer pulls. There's some really cool ones in here. Like that one right there is plastic, but it's really neat. Here's a neat rose one. This is probably my favorite one right here. It's got these brass, I don't know if you want to call them claws or what, but then the marble at the end. This one here is a high dollar one. But even ones like that there will bring probably $5 or $6. I think I gave maybe $10 for the whole box. There's another $5 or $6. Bunches of good stuff in here. Here's a good one. So yeah, this is going to be a good money maker. I'll probably put these wooden ones in big lots. I think that's off a stove. No, I don't know what that is. Maybe off a stove. That's off an organ there. Yeah, the craft people absolutely love this stuff. So there's a lot of good eBay stuff here. There's a good one. Most of them are just common wooden ones that don't have a whole lot of value. Some of them, like that one, are broken, but there's a lot of good ones in here. There's another brass one. A bunch of these casters. If I can find sets of 4 on these casters, that's what makes them worth the money. More casters, more casters. I don't know what that is right there. I didn't give much for it, so why not? Oh, I looked this up. These here go for about $75. Well, here comes the rain, so I guess we're done digging through the truck. We'll go through it some more on Monday when we empty it out. Look at that wind. Would you look at that wind ripping and roaring? Got a tree limb down already. There is a huge, it's just dark with dust. You can't really see on this camera very good, but you can't see, normally you can see way off in the distance, but you can't see nothing right now because it's so dusty. Lightning. They're saying another round of 80 to 100 mile an hour winds, this time out of a different direction, so all the trees that started to break from the other day will finish breaking. Have to keep an eye on this. These clouds don't look too healthy. And good morning. I'm out here at the yard now. These just came in, a couple Nash 600s. Both very, very rough cars. Definitely not restorable, not reasonably restorable anyway, but I figured I can cut the nose off of them. The nose on this little two-door here is kind of messed up, missing the headlight rings, the grill's broken, but it'll be all right. But the nose on this four-door, man, check that out. Has the extra bumper guard on it. It's got a hole down there at the bottom, unfortunately. If it didn't have that hole right there, I would pull that bumper guard off and sell that separate, and it still might sell, I don't know, we'll see. And it's got the hood ornament on it still. I'll probably keep that for myself, but it's got a really good look to it, even without that hood ornament, and with or without that bumper guard there, grill guard there. That'll make a good nose to hang on the wall. Inside is pretty well just rusty, and the trunk on this one here I thought was pretty cool. Guy could cut that off. These are pretty neat pieces. This might be worth something, I don't know, we'll see. It's glass is broken right here. The other chrome strip that's right there is inside the car. Yeah, I think a guy can cut the trunks off of both of these and sell those for art as well. This one here is missing one of the bumper guards, so a guy would probably have to go ahead and pull the other one off. Like I say, both are really rough cars. This one here actually started pulling in half as he was loading it on the trailer. You can see the doors coming there. The frame is all rusted out, the floor is rusted out, so they were kind of falling apart. But they were sitting down in a field, down in I forget where they even were now. But anyway, guy wanted 600 bucks for them, so I said, you bet. So I hired a guy to go grab them for me. This one's got the radio in it, but it's really, really rough. Got the instrument cluster, but I don't know if that stuff's worth anything. This one here still has the glass in it. So, yeah, I don't know. There might be some good dash parts in them. I mainly bought them just for art, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I've got about 3 hours now that I'll be out here. The first thing I got to do is I have a guy on the way to buy my old Dodge truck. And unfortunately, my mistake, I left the door ajar on it and I didn't unhook the battery, and now the battery is dead. So I've got some jumper cables on it. Turn the lights on in here. I've got the jumper cables hooked up to it, and they won't quite reach out far enough to reach my truck. So I thought, you know what? I'll just hook them up to the skid steer. It'll reach the skid steer. So I want to do that real quick, let that thing get charged up, and hopefully I can get it started. And then I got to dig it out and get it out of here. Every time, fires right up. Good running truck. I really hate to sell it, but I never drive it anymore. And now the time has come to unload my truck finally. I don't even know where to start on this stuff. I want to list a bunch of it for sale today as I'm going, but I need to get it all unloaded. So I'm not sure if I should just unload it and then go back through it, or if I should list it as I carry it in there. Honestly, if I don't list it as I carry it in there, I'm probably not going to list it. So for the next, probably hour or so, I'll carry stuff in, list it, and then after that, I'll just start carrying stuff in. I learned my lesson from when I got locked in here last time. Now I latch it. That way it can't latch out here. I twist the thing anyway to where it can't latch itself. And then I put this bungee on here for safety as well. That way it can't blow closed on me. If you didn't watch that previous video, I actually got stuck inside this trailer. This door blew closed in the wind and latched itself on the outside, and I was stuck in there for about 30 minutes. Well, I'm not getting much listed. I'm having so much fun going through these boxes. I got this box for, I think, $2, if I remember right. And I don't normally mess with electrical stuff like this, but I thought, well, it's kind of a neat box. It's full, so why not? I'm going through it, and all of these are brand new. They still have the price stickers on from a long time ago. I got to looking them up, and these plain Jane ones like this sell for $5 to $7 a piece online. Some of these are a little bit more fancy, like that one, and like this one here. And there's about 40 of them in here. So if they sell for $5 a piece, that's $200. And that's not even counting all this other stuff in here. I mean, all this stuff's probably going to sell. Vintage electrical stuff, I guess, is somewhat popular. So, I mean, there's probably $250, maybe $300 worth of stuff right here in this box for $2. This box here was the most expensive one of the sale. Only reason I paid as much, I think it was $100 and some dollars, $110, $120, something like that. The only reason I paid that much is because another guy was really bidding on it, and I figured, well, there's something in there he wants, so maybe there's something I didn't see. Which is a very risky gamble, but I figured I had done so good on the rest of the stuff, why not? I've kind of been going through it, and it's got these really neat coat hooks here. I think there's 1, 2, 3 of this style, and then there's one of this style here, which is basically the same, just a little bit bigger. There's one of these hinges, so that's pretty good property. I know there's a whole bunch of these in here, a whole bunch of those, and I know those will sell for pretty good money. There's a pair of these. Here's a really neat meat tenderizer. I've never seen one quite like that before. Really interesting. And then that's nothing really there. There's some brass knobs here. Those will sell. And let's see here. There's a few more pieces of random hardware in here. Some drawer pulls. There's another one over here somewhere. But I don't really see anything that's that crazy valuable. The only thing that's in here that I don't know what it is these things in this jar right here. I have no clue what this stuff is. If you know what this stuff is, please let me know in the comments. Say, hey, the stuff in that jar was XYZ. I'm not just saying that just to get comments on the video. I genuinely, if I can even talk, don't know what these are. There's some more, another one of those pieces in there. I have absolutely no clue. I tried doing a Google image search and couldn't find anything on them. So, I don't know. Maybe there's what's valuable in here. I mean, this stuff pieced out, there's probably $150 to $200 worth of stuff in this box, so I'll still make money on it, just not nearly as much as what I'll make on the rest of the boxes. But I have no clue, unless these are something special, why that guy was so wanting this so bad. Unless he just really, really wanted these. But even then, I mean, you can buy these on eBay for about 25 bucks a piece, full retail if you don't wait, and if you wait around, sometimes you can get it for 20 bucks a piece. So why he would pay 100 bucks for this box, I don't know. Oh, and there's 2 of these glass lights in here as well. The guy that was bidding on this box, the only other stuff he was bidding on at the sale was like tools. And there aren't really any tools in this box. So I really don't know what he was wanting so bad. But he didn't get it anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah, I'll put all this back in this jar for now. Before I list these things for sale, I want to figure out what they are. Because maybe those are really valuable. Maybe there's something really rare and worth a fortune. I mean, worst case scenario, there's probably 20 bucks there to the vintage hardware people. But, you know, I mean, to the right person, if that's something valuable, there could be $100 in that jar for all I know. I wish there was a second one of these hinges. Now, I do have another box in the truck still that has a bunch of this type of stuff in it. So the pair to this might be in there, which that would greatly increase the value of this. These as a single are worth about 10 or 15 bucks. But if you can come up with a pair of them, a matching pair that have the same patina on them, they're worth quite a bit more. You guys didn't see me buy this because I didn't buy this. I left a bid on it with Skylar. I said, hey, that box over there, if you can get that for under 20, 30 bucks, grab it. So he bought it, and this was in there. I think he gave 12 or 13 or 14. I forget what the exact number was. But he bought that for me, and then this box here was a box that I bought, I think, for a couple bucks, or maybe it was included with some other stuff. I don't really remember. At first glance, it looks like just a bunch of window sashes, which will sell for not a whole lot of money. But over here in this corner, I was looking through it, and these here are all World War II era aircraft switches. They even have radium paint on the end of the little toggle there that glows in the dark. I think they're all new, never used. There's 3 of them there. And I looked them up on eBay and they go for about 25 bucks a piece on there. So boom, there's $75. Even if a guy sells them at a discount for $50, buy 2, get 1 free, that's still pretty good money for a $2 box. I paid way too much money for these. I think I gave $60 for these, but there was something else with them. See, I bought so much stuff, I can't remember exactly what the deal was on everything, but I remember I gave around 60 or 70 bucks for this and something else. But I mean, I'll probably get my money back out of just these, and so whatever else I got with these that I wanted, then I wouldn't have paid that much for these normally, but whatever was with them, what was with them? I don't know now. I'll have to go back and watch later. Here's the box with those deals in it that I thought might have the matching piece for that other hinge I showed you earlier, but I don't see anything. These are all a little bit different. These are all freezer door hinges and latches and whatnot. And these here sell for around 15 bucks per latch. Some like this style here is probably worth a little bit more, especially if I have the other style right here. So yeah, there's the matching pair. So that'll bring more than $15 for sure there. But I mean, there's quite a bit of good stuff in here regardless. And then this was in there as well. This is an old porcelain battery cover. Neat piece. I don't know how much value that has. I mean, they're not a super common thing, so there's not really anything to compare to, but it's probably worth 20 or 30 bucks at least. So there's well over $100 in this box once again. I think I did pay a little bit more for this one. I think I gave, was it 10 bucks for this box? I honestly can't remember. 10 or 15. It was somewhere around there. Here's my super cheap hubcaps. I gave $10 for that set and $10 for that set right there, 55 Chevy. I think 56 is the same as well, but anyway, nobody bid against me. So when we got to these other, I think they're Pontiac or something like that, there's only 2 of them and 2 beauty rings. I was like, $5. And I could have probably got those. I probably could have got all the hubcaps, everything put together for $5. But, you know, I got 25 bucks invested. There's probably, I'm guessing, somewhere around 250 bucks worth of hubcaps there. Maybe more than that, because these V8 Ford hubcaps are actually pretty nice. And then I figured out what was with those carburetors that I paid so much for. It was a box that had this can right here in it, this little Thimbledrome glow fuel, and I really wanted this can. That's why I paid so much for the carburetors. And then I mentioned earlier in the video that there was another can, and I was going to sell one of them, but I found that other can now, and actually they're different sizes, so I guess I'll have to keep both of those. But yeah, that was driving me nuts. I could not remember why in the world I paid so much for those carburetors, but that's right, why right there. And really these cans aren't that valuable. They're like 20, 30 bucks for one like this. But I wanted it for myself, and I don't have one. And it's not nearly as fun to buy one on eBay as it is to buy it in person at the auction. That's all she wrote. Headed to a new home. Now I got to get these moved in, and I got to set one out. That's a piece of Adventures Made from Scratch history right there. I started my channel, I was driving that truck. Away she goes. I told myself the money I got out of that truck, I wasn't going to spend it on more rusty junk like this. I'm going to spend it on something that I can keep and have. I don't know what yet, but I'm going to set the money aside. I'm not just going to blow it on more stuff. I'm going to find something special to spend it on. But that truck was just sitting in the shop, wasn't doing me any good, so it was time for it to go to a new home where they'll actually use it instead of it just sitting in there going to waste. So as you can see, got quite a bit of cool stuff at this sale. I actually already sold the truck. I sold the rotary bolt bin, or whatever you want to call it. I didn't make much on either of those, but I just wanted to own them. Those are both things that are very rare. I'll probably never have a chance to own either one of those. I've never even seen a bolt bin like that one there. I've had a million of the other style, but a great big one with great big deep pockets like that, just too cool to pass up. And then of course that 37 Diamond T, that was too cool. It's still actually at the yard, but it is sold. I also sold the Diamond Jubilee bed. I paid, I think, what was it, $10 or $15 for that, something like that. And I sold that for $400, so that was a pretty good deal. I sold that grease gun holster, and I sold the Mallory, and I sold both of those fuel pumps. That was a really good box, whatever I paid for that box, and I ended up selling about $300 worth of stuff out of that box. So yeah, I spent quite a bit of money at that sale, but I already made my money back and then some, and I still have quite a bit of good stuff. I do still have the 235, and it's got a, is it a Hydromatic, or is it Hydromatic? I can't remember. They put them in 54 Chevy trucks. But anyway, it's got one of those transmissions on it. And so the engine does run. We actually got it started. It does have one dead cylinder, unfortunately, so it's probably going to need rebuilt. But it's a good running rebuilder. Carries good oil pressure, all that good stuff. So that is available for sale. I'd sell the engine and the transmission, or I'd sell them separate. And if you saw anything else in here, be sure to check my eBay page. The link is in the description. And if you don't see it on eBay, you can go ahead and message me or email me about it. Although, like I say, I have sold some of the stuff already before I got around to filming this. So don't email me 30 seconds after the video post and be like, oh, I'm 30 seconds, that means I can still get it. But it may have been sold a month before I ever posted the video. That's why you got to keep checking my eBay page. But with that, I'm going to let y'all go. Stay tuned. I've got a couple more auctions coming up. Lots of other interesting things going on. As always, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. And remember to get out there, find an adventure. We'll see you on the next one.